All right, what it do, y'all? This is the Bounce Back Podcast. Young Phee and G-Moe. We're going to kick it off with our first interviewer, you know what I'm saying? Our first...
Episode 1.
Yeah, what not to do it with the homie, you know what I'm saying? The family, the people that, you know, we came up doing music with and whatnot. So it'll only make it right to do it like that, you feel me?
Yes, sir, you know what I mean? So, welcome to the Bounce Back Podcast. It's been talk in the making for, I don't know, maybe a year or two. Now we're here, you know what I'm saying?
Longer than that, bro. We've been talking about this shit for a cool minute, man. Just trying to dial in and trying to be perfect, but at the same time, like, we just got to get the shit ball rolling and get it going, you know what I'm saying?
Make it make sense, you know what I'm saying? But we here now. We got a super special guest in this motherfucker. Really don't need no introduction to this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But we got my dog Swerve in this bitch. B.O.P. My dog.
It is.
Welcome home, man. Welcome home. How you been?
Hey,
How's
man,
everything?
I appreciate it, man. I'm doing good, man. Everything a blessing right now. I'm living good right now.
You gotta shine to you right now, bro. Like
Yeah,
you looking good, man.
Listen, I think that little vacation was needed. You feel me?
Right.
I feel better. You know, everything's a blessing. That little vacation, it was nothing, though. You know.
Got you,
man. Look like you ain't lost a step, man. You still shining, still that young.
you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that. You feel me?
You know what I mean? No, but welcome home, man. I'm super excited for you. You know what I'm saying? That you're home, get back, see the kids, get back to normal life. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
So for the people that don't really know you, that's tuning in right now, that's never heard of you or whatnot, you know, let them know who you are and where you came from and whatnot. Just give them a little quick rundown before we jump into it. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Swerve B, man. You feel me? I'm Swerve, man. I'm from LA, man. Really, San Fernando Valley, California.
Okay. Shout out to California. You know what I'm saying? Cali in the building.
But I'm out here in Phoenix. I mean,
Got you.
This home right now. You feel me?
When'd you come to AZ? Like, when was your first time when you move out here and whatnot?
Like 2011, man. I moved out this way. Best thing I ever did.
Got you.
Love Phoenix. This my home. You hear me?
You came out here with the fam?
Yeah.
And where'd you come? You came to Phoenix, or where you came to Avondale, or when you came down here?
Basically, Avondale.
I remember them old apartments and shit. I remember back in the day.
Feel me?
That's like the first time I met you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
So when I mean to cut you off, when you first came down here, like, when did you first lock in with Bouji and just
2011?
Okay, so was that like a year after you had got here, or that was like
6 months here? You feel me?
Okay.
One of the first dudes I ran into, man. That's my brother. You hear me?
Gotcha.
That's my brother, man. 6 months here, me and bro locked in. You feel me? And there ain't been no stopping it.
Bro, I remember when going to high fashion because we would sell our CDs there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember going in there one time, going to like either re-up or to go put them back in there. And I remember seeing Jay's CDs there, and I'm like, hold up. Who's this guy? Like, hold up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was funny because, like, after that, like, we ran into him. We seen him again. And then it was just, like, these other events that happened that were, like, you know what I'm saying? We're running, and now we're homies.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, at first to be all the way 100, I'm, like, kind of, like, not hating, but I'm, like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we seen him at a party. And we were pouring up. He had some stuff. He was pouring up. And then we kind of, like, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, I was...
Like
Remember that? The party, it was him and all the, you know, the homies. It was all the old homies and shit. And it was, I remember that though. That shit, it was crazy. And then everything was kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rest was history. But to dive back into you, man, like, you know, like I said, to tell the people a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And what you're doing now. And
Oh, man. Listen, man. When I moved to Phoenix, man, it was like a real blessing, you know, coming from the streets. Like, I'm a real live street dude. You feel me? Like,
I'm sure.
There was a lot going on in my city at the time. So when I moved out here, I came on a money mission though. Like, I was doing other shit that I can't really get into. You feel me? But
Got you.
When I moved out here, you know, I knew I had to do something big. So I came out here, man, made a mission, met up with my bro Bouji, man, and from there just started making all music from there, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Got you.
No, I really feel too like you brought a lot of the Cali swag out here too. Like a lot of people kind of. You brought your shit out here and kind of people kind of bitch your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Out here, you brought all that Cali.
Hey, thank you for that because
dope
a lot of niggas won't give me no credit, but man, I appreciate that one though.
Oh,
Some
no,
niggas did
for
take
real.
that,
Like, you brought the whole, even the blood thing. Everybody was blood. Like, when you first came, nobody was really not doing none of that shit. Like, that's how you really put it on out here. I remember that. Just the Cali shit. You know, Arizona and Cali's way different swag shit. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? I remember you bringing that shit out here for sure on that.
Don't get me wrong, you know, it's a lot of swoops, man, on the south side of Phoenix.
Oh,
man.
yeah, for sure.
Salute to them dudes,
100%.
man. You know, I rock
yeah.
with a few of them dudes. There's some swoops over there.
Oh,
man,
yeah,
but,
for sure. 100%.
You know, but
Shout out to the
in the section that I was in, niggas wasn't blooding like that.
Nah,
you feel me?
hell no.
So when I came doing what I was doing, you know,
yeah,
like you said, a couple niggas jumped on there with me.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: when you first got down here and all that, were you doing music then, or was music? When did you first start jumping into music and be like, you know what, like this is what I want to do, bro? Like I want to start recording. I want to start taking this shit serious.
Being in the studio with Splitterillos and you know, Splitterillos, Bouji, not even just seeing y'all in there. You feel me?
Right.
Like.
Hey,
that shit grabbed me, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Shout out AK, man.
What was the first song you recorded? If you remember.
With Keys, I think. Keys and Bouji, man. That was like my first real track. Damn, I can't. Trap Back Booming, man, with Keys and Bouji.
And you talking about Keys, the producer, right?
Nah.
Or you talking about
Benny?
Yeah.
Benny.
Okay.
No, I remember because even when we did the little California thing with Splits and we went out there,
right.
You were still with us, remember?
Yes, sir.
But you weren't really rapping, but you were just making sure we were out there, like, you know what I'm saying, good out there, you know what I mean? So we were out there. I just remember that, and out of nowhere, boom, you started, like, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen
it.
to
I'm
me
like,
though.
hey, okay, Swerve, like,
hey, we was in the studio one time, man, and somebody said, man, you rapping and shit? What they call you? I said, nah, bro. I game bang, my nigga, but he like, bro, you look like something, man. You need to get that shit a shot. I ain't even gonna, you know, I ain't gonna put his name out there, but you know, he just like, man, you need to do that shit, bro. You look like something, homie. Yeah. So, you know, then being around y'all, like that shit changed me though.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I remember when we first went out there. I remember when we did that little run. This was like 2012, 13ish, because I remember Instagram had just started. I remember I started my profile on my Instagram while we were in California. My first picture was of Lifted. I remember we were at the hotel chilling. All of us were all posted. And I remember that specific time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, that's what you think about it. That was almost 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, time flies on that shit, man. But between then and now, a lot has been done. You did a lot, bro. You guys dropped several projects. Like, you know what I'm saying? You shot videos.
Now,
you know,
shit.
the jewelry, from the elevation is what I'm trying to say was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit was dope, and that's what I want to talk about as far as just like, you know, getting into that and, you know, taking it a little bit deeper. You know, let the people know, because I feel like it, like, you know, shit went down. You guys were out here moving and grooving and doing your thing, and then out of sudden it was just like quiet. You know, like shit hit the fan. It just went quiet, and then it was just like, what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as like from a consumer standpoint, you know what I'm saying? The streets and kind of know, but if you're not in the streets and you're just a regular Joe Schmo that's listening in on,
you know, with the music industry shit, like with the music, I'm not gonna even lie. Like, I was in the streets, you feel me? Full throttle. Like, I was making street money, so doing the music and given that nobody really blew like from the streets out of Arizona, and I'm out here, so I'm putting on for Arizona. You feel me? I'm from the Valley. Don't get me wrong. I'll never change that. I'm from the A1A. You feel me? But everything I was doing that was to help Phoenix blow. So yeah, we bringing shows out. Me and bro, we bringing people out to do shows. You feel me? We doing you know, shooting video after video, man. Like it was no stopping us. You feel me? Like we just had to stay focused on the music because that was the goal right there. Blow with that shit.
And I can't even front, bro. Like at that time, like I feel like we fed off each other's energy, like as far as like doing the music, and like it was like a friendly competition in a way, like, you know what I'm saying, like these fools are doing this and doing this, and like, and not saying that we got to go do this, but it was more fuel to the fire, and it was fun, bro. Like I can't front, like doing
friendly competition ain't hurt nobody, man. That shit was easy.
Bro, and it was dope because I remember being like Friday, G-Moe's got a show in Mesa with so and so, but Saturday, you know, Bouji's he's at Celebrity Theater, and everybody's bringing each other. So we got shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everybody's making a little paper off the shows. Like that shit was just lovely, man. You know what I mean? Is there any music in the vault though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is he talking about me? You got some shit you ain't released, or
I'm talking about I got some stuff hidden in there, man.
I know you got some features in that motherfucker that you probably ain't released.
Really, I got a song with Young Greatness rest in peace to my bro.
Rest
And
in peace.
Yeah, rest
Joe
in peace,
Moses,
greatness.
man.
Yep.
It's called West Side. I'm going to release that one real soon, man.
Talking about
yeah.
Joe Moses, BSM.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh, Joe
right.
Moses, yeah.
Joe Moses from LA and shit,
Yep.
on 54.
Even the one the one you got on the Michael Porter and Scotty Silver when Moses goes too and shit. That song
thank
goes.
you.
Hey, that mixtape album, whatever you want to call it, that shit was very underrated, bro. Like that shit goes hard. Like that mixtape was dope as fuck. I feel like
Yeah, that
like,
was one of my favorites.
yeah,
bro.
real shit, bro. That was a dope ass project, y'all killed it with that
I
shit,
still
bro.
play that
Like,
shit all the time. I'm on that.
I feel like it was underrated. Like
I'm
fools
on
like
that
kind of
shit twice.
slept on it. You know what I'm saying? Like fools like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that a lot of us, like even on our end, a lot of shit was slept on. And
That was the last shit I recorded with Bouji and kind of you went before you guys, you know.
You know, speaking of my bro Bouji, man, like, that dude's something special when it comes to this music stuff, man. Like, so when we was making that whole album, I was getting high, man. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's called Michael Porter and Scotty Sippin', man. We was big sipping, man. But you know, bro was so focused, man. He like, bro, let's drop this project. Swerve, stop playing. You feel me? He on my head every single day. But and even when I do verses, he like, nah, bro, come on, let's do this. You got to do it like this. You feel me, bro? I love that album right there, man.
Me too.
Nah, and
Me too.
Bouji's like a real artist, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like, you know, not like a Mount Rushmore type shit, but if there were ever like a top 10 shit, I always feel like Phee and G-Moe are in there, like somewhere in that mix, because nobody can work like that, or nobody can do like artistry type shit. And like when you're around that, like you said, he's on it. We're knocking out verses and songs in 30, 40 minutes and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I know how it is, like when you sip, you know, like the good old days, you know what I mean? Then you get back up on it, and you know what I'm saying? Kind of get the wheel rolling, you know what I mean?
Hey, I got my Brody here, man. He about to pop in a minute, man. I got my Brody here, man.
Yeah, we need to.
We have to.
You know,
my Brody here, man. So,
you know what's crazy is that, like, I feel like Jay, like, is like, D Baby is almost, it reminds me of JP. Like, same thing with, you know what I'm saying? Like, how D Baby is like, but vice versa. Jay was like the original one before D Baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Down to the fucking cigarette, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's all Jay right there, bro. Like, that's all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he just, the potential was there, bro, and it was off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was that next one, just.
His work ethic is amazing, though,
the work ethic, the features,
wordplay,
the studio, like, everything. He had everything going, bro. Like, everything was, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's crazy how shit played out. But sometimes, you know, maybe that's what it was meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So where, like, but at the same time, like, we got to touch on that, man. Like, that's Arizona history, I feel like. And I don't want to, like, a lot of Arizona history gets swept under the rug and gets overshadowed by all the new history that's being made and all the, like, but it's like, come on, bro, like, we can't do that. Like,
Don't
the history is the history.
Shit,
Don't.
So before he gets here, man, you want to drop an album? You gonna drop you gonna drop some singles?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna drop a few singles, man. If the album come with it, then it come with it. But I'm gonna just drop some singles, shoot a couple visuals. You feel me?
You got to.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, bro. Let's dive into, you know, some of the stuff as far as, you know, what you know, the people want to hear and whatnot, and you know what I'm saying. So, like, first I see the iced up, bro. You got the SB charm and all that shit. Let me ask. So, like,
I still got my ice on, man. You know.
When all that shit went down, like, did they confiscate all the ice? Did they take everything? And then how'd you get it back? How was
listen to me, man. Let me tell you about this shit, man. So when they came in at like 5 a.m, you feel me?
Okay.
Me and Jay Slug, man, we was in the studio in my house. We was recording until 4 something in the morning.
Right.
So we getting faded all night anyways, but I was iced up, you feel me? I just got done chilling with Bouji and shit. So we go straight to the studio, me and Slug. I'm recording with a lot of ice on, you feel me? So when they came in and did what they did, when I finally decided to come outside, you feel me? They stripped my ass, you feel me? They stripped me for all the jewels that I had on. They even took
like strips, like butt naked strip, or just the jewels?
Nah, all the jewels, you feel me?
Butt naked
earrings and everything.
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you how goofy they trying to yank off screwbacks and shit out of a nigga ear, man.
Yeah.
She started twisting it the wrong way. Damn near, man, my shit was swollen. But yeah, they stripped me for a lot of jewels. But I got a lot of shit back, man. Some shit was tucked away too.
Who did that one? Faraz did that one, or who did that one?
Nah. This came from out of LA, man. They got a lot of Faraz shit though, but
Yeah.
man, shout out to that nigga
Hey,
too.
speaking of Faraz on that piece, like if you, what did you spend on that piece?
Oh man, I spent a lot.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what we want to know. We never know it. And I've asked you to
Hey,
spend
it's
for
up
time.
there, man. That's all I can say. That's
50?
It was up there, man. Just know I spent the bag.
Am I hot or cold?
Hey, you spent a nice
50?
little biz act on
You
that.
warm right
Okay,
there, man.
that's
You
what
warm
I
right
thought.
there, man.
If you know your jewelry and you know what shit costs
That
and
shit was
whatnot,
heavy.
like
That shit was nasty,
oh yeah,
bro. That
oh
shit
yeah.
was heavy.
You
Square
hear me?
joint was
Probably
was
one of
that
the best pieces to come out of AZ, straight the
Wow.
fuck up, like you know what I'm saying.
For sure.
Faraz blessed me on that one. I'm not gonna even lie. He did his shit on that one.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
OG.
Yeah, man. Shout out Faraz Capri Jewelers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Repping Arizona, you know what I'm saying? Always been here for a cool minute, so shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's fucking
I
crazy,
still got
man.
some more jewels in the cut too, though, man. You feel me? You just
Yep.
can't wear it all, though.
Yeah,
I
no,
feel
that's
you.
how it
I
is,
feel
though.
you.
But man, shit, no, like, welcome home. You know what I mean? Obviously, but how long did you end up doing, like, time wise?
6.5 years, man.
Okay, and you've been home about a year now, right? I believe.
Yeah. Halloween Day will be a year.
So 6.5. So what you went in 2017?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So how you feel about the new shit now? Like it's like I literally see the eras changing like seasons.
Probably like every couple years.
Yeah, so like,
it's
I mean, how you feel when you hop out? And it's kind of a new day and age.
Hey,
like
listen, man.
we're a little older. Your kids are a lot older and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, how
The
you,
whole world was different when I jumped out. That's
Feel
all I
me?
can tell you.
Yep.
The 6.5 years, it might not seem long, but the way that the world moving right now, I'm talking about everything was different, man. Like the way people talk,
Even the
dress,
city.
like the whole city is built up now. Phoenix look amazing now. You
Yeah,
feel me?
it
Like
looks different.
everything different though.
You know what I want to ask too? How was it in there with COVID? Like, was it like motherfuckers scared of dying? Cause like when that shit hit out here, everybody gets scared. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to leave the house. Was it like that when you guys were locked up in
Let me
in
tell
COVID?
you, man.
Like,
So the place where I was staying at that time, you feel me? It was Safford, right?
Right.
It's like an open dorm shit, like, you know. So it's like 200 some dudes in each unit. You feel me?
Right.
No cells. It's just an open dorm, right? They locked the doors on us, man.
damn.
Hey,
And
y'all
they was
just
feeding us
stuck.
sack lunches. We was stuck in there. You feel me? That's all they did. Lock the doors. Like, all right, y'all niggas stuck. You feel me? We
You
just in
on
there.
your own and shit.
Cell phones. That's all we was doing. Partying on cell phones, man. We didn't have to worry about no police. They was
Yeah,
scared
yeah.
as shit. We coming there. We was partying in that bitch.
Yeah,
You feel me? We was
yeah,
partying
yeah.
like a motherfucker. Weed smoking, wax dabbing,
Yeah.
and cell phones. That's all niggas was doing in that bitch.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, what else can you do? Like, fuck,
can't
if
do
you're
shit.
stuck like that,
Yeah.
that's the one thing I think I want to just get stoned.
You
Fucking
know,
We
lay
was on
my head
lockdown for 9.5
Fuck.
months. We was on lockdown, man. We got to make one phone call every other day for 5 minutes. You got a 5-minute phone call outside.
Yeah,
We
my
didn't give a
cousin,
fuck
he
about
was
the
locked
phone.
down too at the time during COVID, and he said it was like scary, man. He's like, some of the motherfuckers were sick as fuck, and they weren't helping nobody.
Yeah,
They
a
weren't
couple
giving
people
you
died
shit.
in that bitch, man.
He's like,
if
nobody
you was
doing
unhealthy,
shit.
you wasn't one of them dudes working out.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they got sick. A couple dudes got real sick. A couple dudes died. That shit was hectic in there, man.
Now I see. Just speaking of working out, I see you a little slimmer, and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
man.
swole,
I
I
look
got a
like
little
Bo
size
Jackson
on me,
and
man.
shit.
You
You
know
know
what
what I
I
mean?
mean? I left 305, came home 200, man. I'm feeling good, man. Life is
Looking
great.
healthy, bro. That's
Thanks,
good.
man.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Thank you, brody. Appreciate that.
And you still working out though out here though? The knees hit
A
the
little
gym?
bit here and there, man. You know, I work out other ways these days. But,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. All right.
Work out we couldn't do in prison.
A little
Yeah.
cardio, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
cardio. You already know what I'm talking about. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Real shit, real shit. So as far as, you know what I'm saying, I seen you come in on the crutches, man. You good as far as like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
blessed. I'm A1, man. That shit ain't nothing, man.
Okay.
Couple months. You feel me?
I was
Yeah.
worried, bro. When I first seen you came in, I said, "Oh shit!" Like,
Nah, that's
I
like
got scared, man. I'm like, dog, man.
Just some
Like,
simple shit. I did some goofy shit, man. But you know,
you're on the come up though. You bouncing
I'll be on
back.
that shit in a minute.
Hey, bounce back podcast. That's what it's all about. You feel me?
Yes,
Bounce
sir,
back
yes,
is
sir.
real.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
what's up, man. So, just besides that though, everything been good. The fan been
Everything
good.
been 1,000, man. But before we keep going, man, I want to bring my brother in here, though, man.
Yeah, here, huh?
Yeah, huh?
Bring bro in here.
We gotta
man.
bring Bouji in there, man. Come on, man.
man. Let's
Let's
finish
bring
this thing right, man. My brother, man.
Hey,
You hear
hey,
me?
hey,
Give it up
hey,
for a
hey,
real life
hey,
champion,
hey.
man. A real life champion, man.
Oh shit.
Hey, what's
That's my
up? You want
dog,
to share
man.
my mic with bro?
Hey,
They can hear me on there?
Yeah. Man, what's up, brother? How you been, man?
Hey, you guys are family, man. It's just a regular session for us, right?
Yeah,
That's
nah,
good.
man, I feel super blessed because honestly, I'm pretty sure everybody else wanted this interview or you know what I'm saying this time, and it's just I'm like, thank you guys for you know what I'm saying just coming out, spending some time with us, man. I know we still talk to each other and friends, but you know what I'm saying it's good for the people to see.
This episode is important, not but more for to us, but I think just for the people too, bro. I think there's a lot of people that fuck with these guys and that still they want to know, like, even just how you're doing, like, hey, is how what's he been, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel super blessed. It's our first episode, and to do with y'all shit, it's like a super blessed.
Man. I feel blessed to be a part of it. We're proud of you guys, and we think this is gonna be a big success.
Yeah.
You guys are, G-Moe, Phee, the voice of the city here, OG level at this point in time. And I don't think there's anyone better to have an Arizona podcast that really represents everybody. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that, man. I'm proud of you guys.
Vice versa, bro. So everything been cool then? Just taking care of the family? Been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I switched it up. I learned a lesson. I'm staying out the way. I'm blessed, came home successful. So God is good, and we're just spending time with the family, man.
And so as far as like when you came home, was it around the same time as, did you get home a little bit earlier than Swerve, or how long have you been home?
Yeah, I've been home 4 years.
Okay, cool, man. That's you know what I'm saying? And like you said, a lot changes within that 4 years of time and people's lives, kids getting older. You went in, kids 5 years old, coming out, he's 10. 10, yeah, and that's a lot. Sure. That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Not to toot my own horn, I always felt like I was an entrepreneur. I always felt like I wore multiple hats. It wasn't just rapping. Swerve and I were studio owners. I'm sure me and G-Moe have pieced up on a studio before.
Bro, you had your own shoes. Remember, you had your own shoes coming out. Yeah.
Vending machines. So, I just took that same approach and decided, this time around it was going to be legitimate, And I take the same hustling spirit and just apply it to, applications that are just going to get me to where I want to be. Yeah. At the end of the day, right, I don't know if you would agree, but I feel like we were all pursuing music to just have, not only do we enjoy it and we're passionate about it, but I feel like the ultimate goal is to make a living to provide for our family.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fame wasn't really, that comes with it. Yeah, comes with it. So if you have an opportunity to provide for your family and duck all the fame, you probably don't see me on social media much. I be on there
and that's cool. I feel like as we get older and we get as men, like, we don't want to. At least me as a grown man, like, I don't want to sit on social media all day, and it sucks because it's like one of them things where it's like we kind of have to in a sense, but like
you have to if you're doing music though.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's one of them things where it's like you don't want to do it because it's just not like fucking. I feel like that's like not a kid thing, but to sit here and fucking record every single little thing we're doing and like. And we did that, like, but I just feel like now at the time and where we're at in our life, like, it's just like, but the people still want to see though, they still want to see, they still want to know what's going on.
On that, if you don't mind, like, I kind of want to touch on that. So, social media is a huge part of the formula to making these things.
Yeah, yes.
For sure. Everybody's rapping, not everybody, but a lot of people are pursuing a rap career. And I think one of the biggest differentiators that you could allow yourself to do is just take all the content that you continuously put on these platforms and make it professional. Yep. Because there's a fine line between understanding you got to stay in their face, but if the content isn't of quality, it's all for nothing. And I think I had that formula down to the T.
For sure.
It's nothing to throw your photographer partner a C-note to follow you to a show or a studio session or an interview like this so we could have some professional photos.
And you know what's fucked up? It's not like that nowadays now. These fucking videographers, they want 200-300,
but they're doing their work
for the night for 2-3 hours, 4 hours at the top. They want $200-300 these days.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to knock that, but like, man, I miss shooter vision, bro. Like, I miss, straight up. Like, shooter, like, bro, throw shooter $50. He'll pull up. He'll be there for 10 minutes, but he'll snap fucking 5 or good 10 shots, and he'll text you 3 or 4 of them to post, and every single shot was fucking perfect. You didn't have to tell him what to do. You didn't have to tell him where to stand or what to. It's like nowadays, a lot of these that are charging that $200-300, you kind of got to tell them what to do. Yeah. And then they're sending you 300 shots of all ugly shots and. It's like, dog, what the fuck were you shooting? And like, You know what I'm
Shooter
saying?
has a
Like,
formula.
I fucking miss Shooter,
sure.
dog. Straight the fuck up when it comes down
Shooter,
to
we
this.
miss you, and we're proud. So he's elevated.
Yeah, bro.
No.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out to
Shout out-
Shooter,
shout
man.
out
Yeah,
Shooter,
shout out
my
to
brody.
Shooter has always been a hustler too, and he kept grinding, and he's successful. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, real
He just
shit.
recently got married in Cancun. Me and my wife flew out there.
Yeah.
Shout out Kevin and Christina. Just again, I like surrounding myself with people like that.
Yeah,
You have to,
positive
bro.
people, bro. That's what I feel like. If you don't
And
put them in
entrepreneurs.
positive, people that it's like you say. I feel it now with I own a construction company too, tile company. So like I put in my shit the same way and keep the people around me that I've known through music or whatever. But I'm making that step that like I'm building it like that, just like I did with music and stuff. I put that same hustle I did from the music industry, but I put it into what I'm doing construction wise or
And
foreign
there's
wise.
nothing wrong with that. That's what we got to push to the kids. It's like this career we're chasing here, the music career, it takes a bag
Oh, yeah.
to do it right.
Yeah.
There's
And
nothing
a team,
wrong.
a bag and a big team.
A team in a bag, and there's nothing wrong with having a side hustle that's legitimate. Like I love how you promote your tile business on your platform. Like
Yeah.
that shows the kids there's nothing wrong with that. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
A hustler, whether you're on the corner nickel and diamond or you're
You're doing
remodel.
and I wish I tell him all the time. I wish when we first started doing music, someone would have told us that,
And
because
that-
we were in competition with like, oh, we have to do this and we have
What-
to make this image, and it was too hard to say, oh, we work a 9 to 5, and so the first thing anybody would say would be like, oh, that guy works a 9 to 5.
No,
when we were
and
doing
also,
music,
too,
and now it's cool to do that.
I
It's
think-
all right to hustle.
I think
it's
what
okay
it was
to own
too,
a
dog, is-
business or be an entrepreneur, sell merch, T-shirts, a barbershop, do tattoos, a construction company, whatever that brings in legit money. You pay taxes on it, and you'll be surprised how much money you can get. You get loans from a bank. You get, you know what I'm saying? You get
Yeah,
your LLCs, your ROC, whatever you need to do to make your stuff legit, and you'll be really surprised how much your hustle goes into making that shit like go up, and you're like, damn. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
what the difference was too is that the OGs that we had coming up were trying to come up off of us. We didn't have no really good like role models or OGs that were like, look, bro, y'all need to chill the fuck out. Y'all need to do this. Our OGs were trying to come up off of us and fuck us over and like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
hear you, but
like
let's-
when I really think about it, compared to now, to where it's like we're trying to like switch shit up. We're trying to be better as far as human beings and what we do and promote somewhat of a positive message, like, you know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, like I think that was the difference from us coming up compared to now. We're the OGs, and we're like, look, dude, like go get a job. Like who cares what these people think about you? Like
Get an
get a
education
job,
or something.
start your credit, like do shit right as a youngin before, and instead of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think that's
do
real
wanna-
important.
I do want to elaborate. There was people around that were, waiting for us to bubble so they could ride the wave, but there were some great mentors. I think you would agree too.
sure, yeah.
The Rockadollas,
Yep.
the Jay Tweezies,
Yeah.
Akram and Jay Gold, even right?
Yeah, for sure.
We're all
Yeah,
successful businessmen who did want to see us win too.
Bro, I felt like we were blessed, and you were definitely in that category of where people believed in our dream and they put the money behind us and showed us the way. We just weren't really kind of, not saying ready for it, but it
The
just,
big Leos.
yeah, exactly.
I think as we're sitting here, I can think of so many OGs that did actually support us
Yeah.
in many ways too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it is important, man, that the kids
Yeah.
coming up that
For sure,
they're not
for sure.
ashamed of putting food on the table, because there ain't nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
Legitimately, anyway, right?
Yeah,
Everyone wants to
for
put food
sure.
on the table, but they think they need to cut corners, and you see where that gets you.
Yeah. 6.5. Hey, 6.5 years in the feds. What they got?
Right,
You hear me?
but man, so what about you, man? You miss doing the music, or you know what I'm saying? Because like me, I'm gonna be honest, it's been about a year or so. I'll take that back. I did a feature for somebody. Shout out to homie Bulldog. I did a feature for him, but other than that, it's been like a year since I've been in the lab, maybe a year and a half or so. You miss that shit because you're natural with it. You know what I mean? Do you miss it or?
Yeah, so it's my passion, right? I'll always love music. Like G-Moe and I talked about a week ago. It's like riding a bike, bro. We could leave this podcast today, hop in the booth, and it's still gonna take us 30 minutes.
Booty.
Like I never left. I just don't pursue it, man. It just kind of contradicts the career I'm pursuing right now, and I like the lane of man, like
Low key.
not low key is
Behind
the
the
perfect
scenes.
word, man.
Yeah.
I'm still living, and it's lovely. I don't need to worry about social media, putting my business out there. Just family success.
Yeah. It's all you want.
I feel you. That's the same. I feel like that's the same. You know what I'm saying? Just we're still doing music and shit, but I feel like that's kind of where I'm at too, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, just playing the background. And like, as you notice, I haven't dropped music in a hot minute. That doesn't mean that I'm still not gonna drop. Like, I'm working on an album right now as we speak. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's just I feel you though. I feel where you know what I'm saying. I feel where you're coming from,
sure,
bro. I respect that. You know what I'm saying. It's good for the growth, you know, to see from where everybody started and now where everybody's at, and you know what I'm saying. It's a beautiful thing, bro. Like, it's just.
Hey, can I tell you something? It took for me to take that vacation, and like, I ain't gonna say like just sober up, but just to start paying attention and realize what's important. You feel me? Like,
shit.
Like, don't get me wrong. I was in the streets full throttle, like I was doing the music shit just to. It's like a hobby, just to do something. Like we all just said. You feel me? But
Right.
like, I was more focused on the streets, but man, like, bro always used to put in my head, like, nah, bro, we need to do this. Business after business after business after business. He always had it in him, though.
Yeah.
Business after business after business after business, man. Like, the clothing stuff, like you guys said, the merch shit, like, bro, we was doing all of that, man. You feel me?
Yep.
Like, bro made his own shoes. This stuff ain't nothing new to him, but he's pursuing something bigger now.
Bro, I don't think you understand what the caliber, like, to even make your own shoe like that.
No.
Like, can you touch basis on that a little bit? Just like how that happened. Like, how was it, like a shoe deal, or was it something that where it was like?
Yeah, I don't recall. There was a manufacturing company out of Italy. I wanted to have a high-end shoe, and since, you know, Bouji was always my brand, lavish. I think I had my mentor Jay Tweezy at the time just always pushing me to be different and be something greater than the next cat in Arizona that's pursuing the same dream as me.
Right.
And that's just how it came about, man. It's real simple, you know. You reach out to these. Any dream you have can come to fruition. You just gotta chase it, man. I think we reached out to an Italian manufacturer. They do the design for you. We ordered some inventory and we did like an exclusive drop day, only 200 pairs, limited type of situation.
I remember that shit, bro. I remember.
Tight. Yeah.
That was tight. So speaking, like you had mentioned, Jay Tweezy. Like, for the people that don't know, who is that, and what does he do?
That's big, bro.
Yeah, Jay Tweezy came up as a program director. He's also a native to Arizona, Tempe, I believe. Came up in the music industry out in Baton Rouge in Louisiana. I hope I'm not. Tweezy, forgive me if I'm telling your story wrong. And he did program directing, which is like the top dog at each radio station, kind of calling the shots at that program, right? Gotcha. So I think he did some time in Houston, some time in Baton Rouge, and that was during the era of when Master P and No Limit was coming over, you know? With that being said, that's who Jay Tweezy is. Still one of the right-hand guys of Master P, who's an icon in this industry. And he just comes with a wealth of knowledge.
Legendary. Legendary status. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
in fact, man, if you you'll know Jay Tweezy if you look up the damn 504 Boys Wobble Wobble song. Isn't that him on the intro? It's Jay Tweezy off the Heezy.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, for sure.
You're like, oh, that's Jay Tweezy. So, he means a lot to me, man. He was like family.
Yeah, that's big, bro, man.
He's like family, and he wanted to see me win. I genuinely believe it.
Yeah, he definitely put you in some good positions. Is that how you got the Master P track and everything like that?
Yep, he linked me up with Master P. I think he.
Also, you did a full on track with Master P.
Yeah. They got video spoiled. That's my shit. I like that shit.
Yeah. So when you shot the video with P, did you guys do it here, or did you?
We shot a scene at Master P's house in Calabasas. We shot a scene at an Airbnb in Hollywood.
Yes, sir.
We had some models come through. We just had a good time. It was always fun, man. It was business at the end of the day, but the whole process of shooting a music video is it's a great time.
That's
Fuck
fun.
yeah.
I
think. Hey, is that when you did the famous decks too? It's like the Save LA weekend.
2 nights in a row.
That's what I was gonna say. That's big dog shit. Master P one night, famous decks the next day. You know what I'm saying? I remember that.
I mean that's just the type of hustlers we are. I already had the famous decks first, and I was going to LA to shoot the music video with Master P. Jay Tweezy had it all lined up. While we're out there, it's like, bro, get a hold of Dex so we can shoot that video too and knock them both out. Again, because the content has to be consistent for you to make an impact and an impression on the consumer, but it has to be of quality.
Yeah.
I can't say that enough.
Yeah, for sure. You have
Most
to.
definitely.
That's what sets you apart, I think. That's what I always said, you know, especially you two, apart from always having like good ass quality videos. And when you're in the video, you're looking, you know what I'm saying?
Professional.
You're looking like it's your job and shit, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't, and it is what it is, you know what I mean? That's dope though, man. That's a good ass accomplishment with Dex. Was it hard to clear the track, or did it ever get cleared
No,
to put
that's
out?
a good point. So, what album was that on? Sideline Money?
Yeah.
So when I first went away, they put a cease and desist on Sideline Money because the Dex verse wasn't cleared. Now you know how it goes as we're in the streets and in the studios running into these celebrities. You put some money in their hand, put some money in your pocket. You're not thinking about no paperwork.
Yep.
So let this be a great learning opportunity for the audience listening.
I was gonna say, listen, this is some free game right here, so
Yeah,
listen
it's a
up.
free game. I personally, nowadays, if I was still pursuing that career and paying for features that are going to up your career, I would keep a stack of work for hire contracts in my backpack. What that is, you're just pretty much saying, hey Dex, man, I'm going to shoot you this X amount of bread, just sign off saying that I'm all clear, that you're paid for, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
Now, some artists may not have the authority to clear those. You might have to reach out to their label.
Gotcha.
But again, those conversations need to be had
Right.
before you put the money in their pocket.
Yeah,
You know, and same thing goes with the producer, right? You go to buy a beat. I personally would like to have the splits worked out before I put the money in the producer's hand.
Gotcha.
Because one, if I'm gonna invest in a music video, the studio time, getting it ready to market and sell, why should I pay the producer if he's gonna eat 50-50 with me off the record? He should invest in me too.
He's
Yeah.
already gonna eat. It's
Yeah,
like double
exactly.
dipping almost in a sense.
So I almost want to say, hey, okay, you want $500 for a beat? Cool. Take this $500 now. I get 100% rights to the song, and if this now I own it. If this thing blows up,
You still get your split, yeah.
no, he won't.
No,
he
he
won't
won't.
get his
He's
split. Yeah,
signing
you're right.
off.
You're right.
You
Yeah,
get
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They won't get their split, but the thoughts there are, well, then are we in it together? Or are we not?
Yeah.
You know, so I would almost want to reach out to some of my old producers, and still, you want to put a little money in their pocket to make them feel good. Some can't afford to pull up to the studio or whatever.
Yeah.
There's those hustlers that are grinding, those producers.
Yeah.
And I respect that. But at the end of the day, I want to work out my splits in advance on paper,
Yeah.
black and white. And I just think that's some free game there for those.
I think
No,
that
for
needs
sure.
to happen, and that's something that needs to be talked about more, because almost probably in 95% of the studios that's going on right now with buying features and buying it, it's not happening.
Yeah,
It's
no
still
doubt.
happening the old school way. Hey, I got you $500, $1,000 for this. Pull up,
Yeah.
records the track, and none of that is being
Or and
done.
you figure like, you know, there's like, you know, both you guys got songs with Jelly Roll, you know what I'm saying? And look at him now. Like, you know, shout out Jelly Roll.
Yeah, shout
It
out
blows
Jelly
my
Roll.
mind because he's like an icon at this point, right?
Huge, bro.
Yeah,
Huge.
a country icon. And just to know, like, when Jelly Roll would come to town, he'd come to our studio.
Come
Yeah,
fuck with
he
us.
fuck with us, bro.
Yep.
Like every
And
time
that's a
we
blessing.
he
I'm so
came in
proud
town,
of him.
for real.
And
For
he's
sure.
the great example of, you might be 10 years into your career and still haven't hit your
Just don't give up.
don't give up.
Keep
Bro,
grinding.
that's-
Don't give
He's
up.
the, if you know Jelly Roll's story, it's way before the last 2-3 years.
He's
Oh,
the
yeah.
epitome of that.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
yeah,
the
yeah,
epitome
yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah. And it's dope that Kev, you know, you know, he even says that. I guess Kev kind of got him into singing the country shit, and he switched it up. And boom,
Bootleg Kev.
yeah, that's what he said.
Well, shout out to Bootleg Kev.
You know, 'cause he
But
did it.
Nashville in general, though, is like the epicenter of country music.
Country rap,
Yeah.
country
Well,
scene, like
music
in general, you know.
like, yeah. So I'm sure Kev. I'm glad he pushed him to take that step, but Jelly Roll's already surrounded by.
Oh,
that.
big
It's
dog,
all-
yeah. Oh, that's all it was.
Shit,
What
I and one of Jelly Roll's, I don't know if it's recent, but fucking I seen fucking Jackie Chain in there.
Did you?
Yeah.
In a video?
Yeah,
Shout out Jackie
yeah,
Chan.
shout out Jackie
How
Chain.
many cool features did we do as a team, us four here in this room? I mean, I was just thinking about it, like, cool shit that didn't even get really exposure. Gorilla Zoe,
Yeah.
Rapping Forte, a legend,
Yeah.
right? Just-
Being in the studio with Scott Storch, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes, with Scott Storch.
straight up, like
Scotty and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like no, for real. Like even Bonka, shout out Bonka, his brother's
Smoke with
legendary,
Suge
you know,
Knight.
like
Were you
yeah.
there for the Suge Knight?
nah, I wasn't
session?
there for the Suge
It
Knight
was right
one.
around the time we were all doing Splitterillos with Akram and J Gold,
Yep.
and Suge Knight pulled up to the tobacco warehouse.
Yeah.
We all had a conference table, and it's just he's in his persona, right? He's got this big cigar, just like you see shit.
Yeah.
No, man, that shit night. Yep.
Think about you did Riff Raff. How long ago was that in Havasu?
Yeah.
Like that was like R.I.P. Manny. I always see that shit, man. Manny LaFleur, man. I always see that video and I
That's
see
my favorite Riff Raff record.
Yeah.
Hey, is that because it's on the track with you?
No,
that's
he
why.
did the hook. He did the hook. So arguably, like it's his shit, you know. Like,
Yeah.
But and that was crazy too, man. Because we used to
I could
just
lose
try
weight.
to-
Jenny Gray, that shit was fucking
we
back in the
just
day.
used to try to slither and snake so many opportunities. Just like they come to the studio. Then I got was it Tony Cure?
Yeah.
Videographer at the time.
Yep.
I got him in the corner. We didn't even pay Riff Raff for the video on it. He's like this trying to film it. But that's just how I grind. Like
You have
Riff
to.
Like, hey man.
Yeah. Man, I'll never forget when we did Filthy. We got a verse and video. You guys got verses and everybody did. And I'm like, hey, Filthy, you know this for the verse. And then we pull up with cameras. He's like, hey man, you like shooting the whole video in this shit. I'm like, nah, I'm just shooting the vlog and shit.
We're doing behind the scenes right now.
And I'm like, and then at the end of the day, he's like, hey, Fee's like, man, you gotta throw me a little something for this, man, because I'll go in the booth and shit, do it in studio, we're just trying to work it up, or you know how it be to be like, hey, we want 5 for the verse. Will you take 2,000? Bring it. So I mean, you got to negotiate. You know what I mean?
It was either that or you had Drink and like Drink got you into places that money wouldn't.
Yeah, for sure.
Straight the fuck up.
Hey,
Like remember what talk about with Sauce Walker.
I'm not gonna put him down or not put nobody down, but Drink got me in so many doors. That's all I can
You feel
tell
me?
bro.
Real shit.
Like,
real shit.
by me being that dude with the drink, you feel me?
That's that liquid gold, you know.
That shit. Even Rich, man. I'm backstage at the Rich the Kid concert. I ain't know that nigga. The security guard just let me in. You know, I'm backstage. Hey, yo, Rich, what's up, man? He like, what's up? I ain't really trying to do no. I said, bro, I got drink. Pulled out a couple bottles of drink. He like, where the studio? I said, man, don't trip. Take my number here. You feel me? Just that
Swerve
easy.
Smooth. He didn't even have to say I got drink. You know, he gonna pull it out.
Oh
Yeah,
you thought he
yeah,
was gonna say.
yeah.
Remember when we did
Something like that.
the Future Travis Porter shit at Celebrity?
Yeah.
They were in the hallway. That's all of us were.
All you gotta do is
so
pull
they
a
can
drink
see
out,
it.
pull
They're,
up, you feel
they're
me?
looking like licking their lips and shit. I remember even like
Yeah.
Flip. He was like, man.
Hey, that shit's worth more than gold these days.
It is, bro.
Man, that shit is-
crazy.
it's
bro.
ridiculous,
that
bro.
Shit is crazy. It's and then it's like it's just not like what it used to be. I think I don't know because sometimes I see a lot of people just with double cups, but they're still pouring up liquor or something. It's just like I'm like, bro, what do you get the double cup for? But it's just like a little persona. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? It is what it is.
You don't even need a double cup these days. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah. A little shop.
You hear me?
Yeah,
You need a little something. You feel me? They can
Shopping
be too
shop.
nosy these days. Double cup, you just letting everybody know you got it. You feel me?
We
So-
learned that shit in Houston though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Remember, we were out there and they were like, we were double cup. We were out there being loud and they were like, bro, what are you guys doing? You need to get a coffee cup. You get
You gotta
arrested.
go fuck around and get arrested out here. You gonna come to
Think you're
Houston and
cool
not
and
leave.
shit, you know what I mean? But shit. So with the features, what was your favorite feature you got, or your best that you could say set aside building the relationship, like? You know, actually liking the person, because you know it is. Sometimes you do features and the dude comes up and he
Super
spits,
big-headed,
Yeah,
he don't wanna
for
be
45
there, he
minutes
don't-
and he don't really shake you up and he's just in and out, like you know.
Filthy definitely took the opportunity to give us some game and invite us to his crib out in Vegas. Like
Filthy was
multiple
was a
times
good dude.
after our initial interaction with Filthy, he became like a bro to us.
Yeah,
And-
shout out
but
Filthy.
Tell him the flame story. I love
Oh,
this
yeah,
analogy.
yeah, man.
I just think it's a good some game that Filthy.
And this what really motivated me to keep doing shit. You feel me? Drop video, stay on vlogs, and picture after picture, because he said, you know, just like when you strike a lighter, man. You feel me? It's gonna keep you gonna stay high. You feel me? You just gotta keep it going. Stay in these people's
keep
faces.
striking.
Keep striking. You feel me? Keep striking. Dump that motherfucking lighter in the pool. He said, because once you go cold, ain't no coming back.
Yeah, so
Sure.
so
You know what I mean?
he said once you're hot, you gotta keep striking. You keep lighting the light.
Yeah.
Then he put the joint in the pool and it quit working. He said once you go cold,
Ain't no coming back.
Ain't no
So
coming
that's what
back.
really kept us
so it's about
dropping.
consistency,
Got you.
strike after strike of quality.
For sure.
I
Gotcha.
mean, but anyway, that was a great feature, a great relationship that came after that.
Mine's Young Greatness, though.
Jackie Chan too.
And
Jackie
you know
Chan.
what? Speaking of greatness, I remember you had a song that fucking got on a show, didn't it? Like, it fucking. Can you speak on that a little bit? What was that whole situation about?
Yeah, so Foreign is the name of the record. It did have a Home Alone sample in the beginning, so we ran into some legal issues where we had to pull it down off of Apple Music.
Okay.
Right? Shout out Jabari and Jay Tweezy who made that happen. But these, again, I don't know their term. Are they program directors of like video, production managers or something? Everything good?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, you could make music, dude, for these TV shows, video games, and movies, and get paid off of it.
Real shit.
When I was away, me and Young Keys, the producer, were still getting checks thanks to Jay Tweezy and Jabari off of some placements.
Was that off the one that you got that was on the actual show? What was that show called? Do you remember?
Shots Fired was Foreign, and then there was another joint that had Circus on.
Yep.
But I don't recall the.
I don't remember the name of the
Yeah.
show.
I remember watching it though. I remember when you posted and I seen it. I was like hella happy.
That shit was big, bro. That shit was like on ABC or something
was
like
on
that.
Fox.
Yeah.
Fox. It was on Fox.
Fox,
Yeah.
like,
I was like
Yeah.
super proud of you, bro, when I remember that
That's
shit.
a
'cause,
big accomplishment
I'm a
right
fan
there.
of y'all too, like, you know what I'm saying? You guys are
You're
my
my
homies, so,
brother.
you know what I'm saying? But I'll be like, when I see the homies, I'm like a fan, like, too, like, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. I'm like, fuck
Yeah,
I'm
bro,
proud of you
that's-
guys.
that's
That shit was
fucking
dope.
That's
huge.
another thing too, man. In Arizona in general, like we all gotta hit the like button and support each other.
Yeah, I feel that too.
If you're feeling it, you know,
And
if they're working hard and grinding, like it, share it.
Yeah.
And you ain't even
Genuinely.
gotta necessarily like it as far as like being all buddy.
No, like the
But
hustle.
like, just like, just to show the support, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be that motherfucking hater that's always fucking all this. I get it, bro, because I feel like I'm in that same boat as well. I want to kind of steer away from the negativity that Arizona stigma has with this music shit of supporting each other. Like,
yeah.
it's
There's a couple cats coming up that you need to have on this platform. I would love to see stuff like that. The collaboration there, understanding their story, giving them some exposure to your long time audience that you guys have built over the past 10,
for
15
sure.
years.
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean, you guys got a genuine following of supporters that I think if you show love to some of these up and comers, it might be beneficial to both of you.
so
I
be.
ain't no Slim Jesus, huh? I ain't no Vanilla Ice.
We were literally
You know
just
what I mean?
bumping that
Yeah,
shit
you
too,
know what
man.
I'm saying?
Coming
That's
over here,
what it
man. That's a classic record, man.
But it's good to be home with Swerve here, man.
it's very
and,
good.
I think he learned a lot too, and the tricks we got up our sleeve is just gonna be the story will be told in full one day, man.
Yeah, for
Most
sure.
definitely, bro. I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm proud that you guys are here. You guys look good. You guys are shining. You guys are, you know what I'm saying? And I'm from homie to homie. I'm glad that, you know what I'm
Let me
saying?
get these niggas some shit, man. You're gonna have to step up, man. Let me get these niggas some
Okay.
shit.
Alright. No, but hey, first before you do, man, thank you, Bouji, man.
Thank you,
I
Bouji,
really
man.
do. You're one of my favorite rappers, man. Just from homie to homie, you're like a brother to me. I'm so super proud of you, man. I see your little kids and shit getting big and stuff like that, man. That's what makes me the most proud. Like, cause family's what it is, most important, man.
Most
And I
definitely.
really see that. I'm super proud of you. You know what I mean? Just a real one, bro. I thank you for blessing us with this podcast interview, man.
I'm gonna step off, man. I appreciate you guys having me. Big Swerve's gonna close it out here, man. And again, you know, I hope the fans watching can learn some games.
Yeah, sure, bro.
I believe in Arizona. I don't think we've had our time to shine yet. I do think
It's
there are a couple
coming, though.
artists
It's coming.
It's
that are
coming.
right around the corner.
It's
So,
organically coming, bro.
Right
Like,
now, I feel like there's a couple dudes that got all the motion right now too. Like Rico Benz got that motion right now. You feel
shout
me?
out Rico Band.
Rico Benz got that motion.
Bro,
Jay Mula got that motion.
It's funny you say that. I'm gonna pause on Rico. I still think people don't understand that Rico has one of the best albums to come out of Arizona. The I Am Arizona album, and with the features that it had on it at that time, is still untouched till this day.
I still be bumping that
Straight
shit.
the fuck up. And if you don't know or have never heard the C Thug I Am Arizona album, do yourself a favor and go check that shit out. I don't know if he has it on all streaming
No, it
platforms
is,
or
it
right
is,
now or
it's
whatnot.
on
But
there.
do yourself a favor, do some Arizona history, and go check that shit out. I promise you will not be disappointed.
I mean, yeah, real shit, bro.
Straight the
He
fuck
got
up.
Young Buck on there. He got Lil Boosie. He's got the
Bro,
what's his name that died on the
Dollar.
Dollar out there. He got he's got glasses. He got everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, there was a grip of fools on there that even at that time, that was when Boosie was untouchable, dog. Like,
Yeah.
that's when, you know, these fools were like, and that's crazy. A lot of our features that feature, fed off of that. Like when we were in the studio with Thug and doing certain things, and he's got the, you know what I'm saying? And we're getting a feature at the same time that he was getting this feature and all that. So man, shout out to that guy. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to
who else you fucking with out here? Who else you like out the music's out here? You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with Arizona. Period, man. I salute everybody that's doing their shit right now.
Yeah. Have you noticed any of the youngins coming up that you like?
Yeah.
What's
a few of them, man.
What's
like,
shit? Give him a shout out to. Let him know.
I think his name Ricky Tay.
Ricky Tay. I think I heard you talking about.
Hey, bro, what's bro name?
Rick Tay.
Rick Tay.
That's Desert Baby's brother, right?
Yeah, blood go hard.
Yeah. Shout out, hey, free Desert Baby. You know what I'm saying? Free.
And then Trap Baby, you know, he doing whatever he doing, but bro was coming up too. He doing this shit.
Good shit, man.
It's a couple niggas, but right now I fuck with Rico, man. I fuck with Mula too. Jay Mula doing this shit, man.
Yeah. Shout out Jay Mula.
That Mula Time album he just dropped, you feel me? And Rico got motion, man. He just dropped a song with Mode 3, you feel me? That shit doing numbers too.
That shit, and he's always been famous for that, bro. Having those he'd always wiggle his way in with somehow, man. That fucking.
Yeah, we spoke. I fuck with bands. I just remodeled some shit. He's got like, you know, a couple things, like a couple remodel houses, flips and shit, and we gonna get him on the podcast too, man. Shout out Doug, shout out Rico Bands. We gonna have him on here. I think in the next 2-3 episodes we kind of got it lined up with him to do something too. Cause he's got a good band, big bro for sure.
Let me ask you this: if you can go back and you can do something as far as like investing, you know, putting away, doing so, would you do it different?
Only the investing part, but everything else I'll do it all over. Exactly how it went.
Where would you invest in?
Stocks and real estate.
Yeah.
Okay. So for all you young kids, for all you young people listening that are getting to the money, getting to the bag, you know, whether legally or illegally, and want to just go out here and fuck it off, start investing, start saving your money, and start doing shit right, bro. Like, you out here impressing people for no reason. Out here throwing money at the clubs, out here buying all these clothes and all this shit that ain't gonna be worth shit in a year or so.
But sometimes that's good for the soul one time though. But like that, not to make it a point, like, you know what I'm saying?
But doing that is just for show, for people that don't mean shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
when you doing something, do something for the family. Like, that should make you feel good. Take your family on a trip. You feel me?
For sure.
Take your girl and do something, because no matter what, you know, my brody is my motherfucking brother, man. But at the time, I didn't realize the most loyal person on my team was my shorty. You feel me? Yep. Because she got locked with me, and then she could have came home. Yeah. She could have did a whole lot of shit. I ain't gonna get into it. She could have told on some shit just to get home, you know.
Yeah.
But she stayed solid. So why not invest into your woman if that's who you're gonna be, and invest in your kids?
Yeah.
Throwing money in the club, going to buy. Man, trust me, I did it. You know, Mo, we went shopping, man.
Bro, so, we lived in Jags from a certain time to a certain time. Like,
I regret I'll take that back, throwing that money. You feel me?
And I
regret that.
No, you're only as solid as to have a solid female with you, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm in between baby mamas and shit too. But those times when they hold you down, and it's hard to find that shit. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're right. You gotta invest in the female. You gotta invest in your
throwing the money, man, and
you know
invest in the family. Take them on trips that they ain't never seen before. Every year you should have something like, man, I'm gonna take the whole family to Disneyland, Magic Mountain, Nods. I'm going to Florida and chill with the kids. New York, show them something different every year instead of buying those $1,000, $1,400 pair of jeans so you just buying this stuff to look relevant to people that's irrelevant. You feel me? Yeah. So it doesn't even matter. Don't get me wrong. I still buy fashion, but I'm not about to go blow $20,000 like I used to.
Real shit.
You know, it's a different story now.
I got a dresser full of fucking. What are the ones that came with the wings?
Robins.
I got it, and I can't.
I bought 50, 60 pair, bro.
Can't even wear those
no more. Cool no more.
I look at them and get mad.
Purple jeans.
Bro, I look at them just like,
them motherfuckers ain't cool
man, no more. They don't even look like something I would wear nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
It's new day and age, man.
And they big as hell.
I feel like we're getting old with that shit. You know?
And they big as hell, Mo. You know, it's a different story now, bro. Like, you know, with time comes knowledge, man. As long as you keep growing, mentally, you feel me, and learning shit, man. There's never one person that say they know everything. So just keep learning.
You got to. What I've learned is that you got to stay away from the people that act like they know it all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The best thing you can do is become a student of the game and become a very good student. Someone that knows how to soak up, someone that knows how to learn, someone that knows how to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the best way to succeed and get ahead instead of acting like a know-it-all. Because when you're acting like a know-it-all, you're talking. When you're talking, you're not listening. You know what I'm saying? And how are you learning if you're not listening?
What
you're
they
constantly talking.
Hey, what they tell us when we was younger, you got 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Shut that motherfucker, pay attention and listen. You feel me?
Yeah. Straight the
like,
fuck
straight up,
bro.
That's the only thing you can do. You hear me? Like,
Yes, sir.
That's all it is, man. You know, I got smacked a little bit, man. It took a hard little fall, but you know, I hate that I went to prison, but I needed that vacation. As you can see, I don't look the same. I don't act the same, man. None of the above.
No, it was like I don't know how to say it, but like, you know, it's a blessing in disguise, bro. Because like I told you last time when we were talking, like I almost feel like you might have been dead if this shit didn't happen. It's much syrup and shit you guys were
when you drinking a pint and a half a day,
and there's jealous motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And then now these days they're quick to lay you down for 5'10", imagine 60, 70, you know what I'm saying?
150,000.
You know what I mean? What are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And so it's almost like you said, a blessing in disguise, man. Like it's super happy you guys are out, and it is what it is, man. Life ain't changed, or life ain't. Then it's like he always said, man. You could wear 10 chains or no chains, and I'm still the same. G-Moe. That's like his best slogan. He always used to say, like, whether it's 10 chains or no chains, I'm still the same. Like it's the truth, man, and that's how I feel too. Sometimes,
yes,
like sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like, oh, I need to go get this, because I still like Gucci and I still like shit like that. But sometimes I'm just like, man, fuck all that.
And when
shit.
you up though, when you get to a level, there's like, I don't understand. Let me tell you this. I see dudes in $75,000 cars, and they outfit costs $3,000-$4,000, but they live in an apartment.
Yeah.
So when you up, go ahead, enjoy yourself, man. But there's no reason that you shouldn't own nothing. But you got an expensive car, you're paying rent. That shit is a rental, basically. You feel me?
Right.
When you still paying your car note, it's a rental, man. And you live in an apartment, but. So you just trying to blend in to people that don't matter.
Yeah, for sure.
What you should be doing is you should be investing in a house, some type of property that you can call yours, and drive a regular car. You know what I'm saying? And just
till you get up
and live in your means, stack up, and then I think once you get into that point of stacking, and you don't necessarily want to go to that. Like some do, you know, and some don't. Like some were a point where you've been so used to being laying low and stacking and being under the radar to where it's like you get to a point to where it's like, well, that shit don't involve me, or that shit don't, you know, like Gucci and this, like, dog.
It don't make or break it.
Yeah.
If I want it, I want it. If I get it, I get it. That's just how it is now these days. And I explain that to my son now, because my kids, they want, you know, not my daughter, she's little, but my son, he wants the cool shit. Like, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna get it for you. Don't get it twisted, but that's not you. Like, make it or break it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of kids that don't got shit that'll come and take that off your back real quick. Like, you gotta remember, you gotta, you know, it's really not.
Even these fake ass watches they buying right now, $200-$300. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bro, you in a Honda Accord, with a
$40,000 watch.
Yeah, man, we know that
that's
thing.
Why
fake,
everybody got Rollies.
Hey, but there's a thirsty dude out there come snatch your whole wrist off for that watch, thinking that it's real. He don't know what kind of whip you just jumped out of. Don't fake it, man. Just stack your bread. Get to the point where you don't have to worry about none of that. You can buy it and don't care. You don't need to just look like something, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? Like,
I think that's some of the best advice and some of the, you know, that you can give nowadays to people who are in the streets, up and coming, that are getting to the money, but that really don't know. You know, that's one thing of making the money, but it's another of maintaining it and saving it and stacking it.
The longevity of it. You know what I'm saying? Of making it stretch.
Hey, the streets is 100-0. You feel me? 1,000,000. So when you're in the streets, if you get a chance to get money and get out, do that. Because the longer you stay, the more you might be 101 now. You feel me? The streets ain't never lost. The streets have no loyalty. So you just have to just take your wins and get out the way. Some people have to learn the hard way, as I did, but you got to take your winnings and get out the way. You feel me? Like, because one day you got to get lucky every single day in the streets. The feds, the regular police, they only got to get lucky once.
For sure.
So
That's real shit.
You
right
gotta
there.
take what you can get and get out the way.
Yeah, and I know when you first got when you got, going through court, I bet the first amount of years they were offering were
30 years.
some jersey numbers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
They made me sit on 30 years for like 14 months, man. I was in that bitch stressed out.
butterflies like a motherfucker.
Like, nigga,
like,
I ain't kill nobody. All I did was sell a little pills and syrup, man. Damn, 30 years.
yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
Damn,
Like,
bro.
that shit
That's
was
a lot
wild.
of time.
And they do that to you to make sure you see how solid and everything.
Yeah,
and,
man. You know, and they was threatening to bring a lot of my niggas in. So when they did bring that 10 years, when they started dropping charges off, or they brought that 10 years, I slimed that motherfucker because, you know, I didn't even know what a superseding indictment was. You hear me? When they started threatening you to supersede, hey, man, what the fuck is that? Oh, don't worry. You see all these names on this list, they coming in with you. Man, give me my goddamn plea, man. Here, you feel me? Sign this shit, get out the way. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
because like I said, the streets will never lose, man. Like, it's sooner or later, you got to just take your winnings and get out. That's why it's important to say, fuck the pants, fuck the brand new Benz until you get up. You feel me? Then do what you got to do. But
For sure.
you got to take your winnings and get out the way.
Before we get up out here, anything else you want to touch up on, or let the streets know, or the world know what you got coming up, or what you going, you know what I'm saying, or
I'm
we
back.
touch it, you know what I'm saying?
Like you say,
I'm
you
back.
you got the trucking company.
Yeah.
I overheard you say you're still recording, still doing some
Yeah,
music
yeah.
shit. Okay, so we got new music coming from SB. So
Not only me, man, you know Bouji gonna get on some stuff with me, man. Me and
Oh,
Bouji gonna drop
shit.
something, man. You feel me? We got something else coming. Hey, it might be a Michael Porter Scotty sipping too, man. You feel me?
Hey.
It might be one. You feel me? Like we ain't gonna expose it. I ain't gonna expose everything, but you know,
Yeah.
Got you.
No,
we're gonna
man,
have some
it's
album. We're gonna have an album drop and some motherfucking music. You feel me?
Man, that's a beautiful thing, bro. I'm excited. I'm ready to hear that shit, man. I'm ready for
All the
y'all
way.
to just, you know what I'm saying? Just
Already.
Yep.
hit the ground running. You feel me?
For sure, man. Well, shit, with that being said, man, shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Bounce Bad Podcast. Stay tuned for the next one. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
stay
saying?
tuned, man.
Bouji and Swerve, they back.
Let's get it.
Full throttle.